So welcome back, Sentinels. Welcome back. Another episode of Black Father Sentinel, where we are changing the narrative of how fathers are depicted as well as discussed in today's society. We are back with another video for you all, but you know what we have to do before we jump into it. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button, and be sure to leave a comment at the bottom of the video, all right? And then last but certainly not least, if you haven't got your copy yet, make sure you get your copy, y'all. The book is out. Is here. The Fatherless Father. They've been moving like hotcakes. Get your book right now. All right. If you haven't got it, get your book right now. Amazon or Barnes and Nobles, or shoot me an email and I'll get you one out personally. All right. Now, without further ado, let's jump right into this video. This one I have entitled, Get Your Out of My House. Get out of my house. Fathers, let's talk about it. All right. When is the age, or what age are we saying that we're putting our children out of the house? All right. So if y'all are anything like me, I'm an 80s baby, right? This is how I grew up. I remember being in my mom's house, right? All the way up into high school. And I remember like sophomore year, I used to constantly tell her over and over, as soon as I turn 18, I'm getting out of this house. I promise you that. I'm out of here, right? I was so in a rush to just get out of the house. I don't know why. As if her rules were that hard, as if her regulations were that hard on me. It really wasn't nothing, right? It was like regular stuff. Be in at a decent hour. Don't run in and out of the house, right? But you know how we all feel when we're growing up. Like, we feel like we grown, right? Once you get to like junior year, 17, 18, you feel like you're grown, right? You feel like you can do what you want to do. Not at mama house, though. You just can't do it there, right? But I didn't understand that. So I said, I made up in my mind, as soon as I turn 18, I'm out of this house. And sure enough, that's what I did. The crazy thing about my story was I got married at the same time. So I got married when I was 18, moved out of town, got my own spot, me and the wife. All right. Now, I didn't know adulting was this complicated. Like, we literally didn't know anything. We didn't know how to grocery shop. We didn't know how to pay bills. We didn't know where to find the proper resources. We didn't know anything, how to file our taxes now that we had this newborn child. Like, we didn't know anything at all. And I remember calling back home and just talking to my mama. I didn't apologize because my ego was just, still through the roof. But I remember just like trying to soak up so much game from her of how to like actually be an adult, how to actually live on your own, because I was totally not prepared. I'll be honest with you. I remember the first meal that we made, it was just like a go-to meal. Like, it wasn't noodles or anything fancy, right? We just made some fried chicken. That's all we both knew how to make. We made some fried chicken, and I think we made some homemade fries. That was our very first meal, right? It was even to the point to where, like, I bought a grill. I saw everybody else grill, like my grandfather grill. So how hard can this really be? But never actually did it myself, right? So I light up the grill, right? I put the little the coals in there. I put the lighter fluid. I light it. As soon as I light it, I throw the meat on it. I didn't wait till the coals ash over. I didn't know anything about grilling. Needless to say, that meat tastes just like lighter fluid, y'all. Like, it was, we ate it, right? But we kept looking at each other like, yeah, there's something ain't right about this. So, fellas, I'm asking the question, I'm posing the question. When are we putting our children out of the house? All right. When is enough, right? I think us as a culture, we're always in the rush to get out of the house, even though we're not prepared. Even our children are like that to this day. Even my children are like that, right? And so I say, for me, to be honest with you all, uh, I guess I can separate it. So the boys is going to be a little bit different from the girls. I don't know why. Like, I understand what I'm trying to do, right? I'm trying to get the boy to be more independent. Like, he has to do that, right? He has to get out here and be a man. He has to be able to stand on his own 10, right? We understand that. A little bit more safety and guarded as it relates to my daughters. That's just what it is with me. So I would say, when am I putting my children out? I say, for the boys, you got until you about 26 years old to figure out what you're trying to do, right? But here's the thing. I'm not just going to put them out and they don't know anything. So the whole time that you're actually at the house with me, right, I'm going to be schooling you. I'm going to be teaching you the things that you didn't learn in school. So financial literacy, right? How to entrepreneurship, how to start your own business, right? And so I'm going to be teaching you things like that, how to manage your money, how to pay your bills on time, how to get yourself in a situation to where your credit score is good. So I'm going to be teaching you everything that you need to know. So when you do get out there on your own, like, you don't have to really worry about falling flat on your face because you're going to be equipped with the tools that I gave you. How to cook, how to prepare a meal. I do that with my son right now. Like my son stays with me right now. Now keep in mind he's only 19. Now I tell him, listen, daddy ain't cooking you gourmet meals every day. I'm just not going to do that. Maybe twice, at the most 3 times a week, I'll cook you a nice meal with a full course meal, right? But outside of that, I'm not doing that every day. So when he wants to prepare a meal, like he doesn't have to do like fast food, because I've taught him how to make his chicken. I taught him how to make his fish. I taught him how to cut up some potatoes. I taught him how to, put together a salad. I taught him like different things, right? And this will be enough to survive when he gets out on his own. Like you don't have to just pop in some noodles, my guy, and try to mock up these noodles to taste good. You putting sausages all in it. Now you can do that if that's how you get down. That's absolutely fine. But you do know how to make yourself a meal. You do know how to prepare food, right? And so that's what I'm more so concerned with him. And so I say about 26, yeah, it's that time for the fellas. You should have your credit together. You should have some credit cards. I teach him how to use his credit card so his credit can be good. He should have money saved up. I teach him how to, put aside some for yourself, pay your bills, right? But pay yourself first, and then put aside, some savings, and then go ahead and pay your bills, right? And then whatever you have left over, you can mix and match that how you want to. You can either put that up, right, and go ahead and invest, or you can just, spend, go get you some gear, some clothes, if that's how you want to get out, right? For me, how I spend money, I really don't spend a lot of money. The only time I'm spending money is if that's money going to bring me back money. So I don't just go out here willy-nilly and trying to buy all this type of stuff. Like I buy clothes, right? If it's an event, I buy clothes for the event. But I'm cheap. I just say, give me the mannequin. I don't go in there shopping through racks. I don't have time to be in stores like that. But that's just me though, right? So I got a lot of one outfits, right? Y'all know the type, the ones you can only wear one time. The shoes is a loud color or whatever the case may be. I got a lot of one outfits. That's just me though. But throughout the course of the years, I have built up, my closet, so it's nice. I can go in there and pick out whatever I want, and it'll be sure to fit the occasion. So 26 for the boys. For girls, I I don't really know. I don't really think they have a limit though, because me, I'm just a traditional guy. Like I explain that to you like all the time. Like I'm just the man's, right? And so what I mean by that is that I think that someone should come get my daughter, right? He that findeth the wife findeth the good thing. So she shouldn't be out here trying to be this totally independent woman. I can go do this, get a house somewhere. Now she can, don't get it wrong, ladies. I'm not saying that you can't do that, but I'm just saying in terms of putting my daughter out the house, there's no time limit on that. Like she can always come back home. She don't ever try to have to do it by herself. And I'm not trying to like baby fire. I'm not trying to like pacify the situation. That's just me. That's my disposition as it relates to my daughters. They don't have to leave the house. Now, if I had to put a number on it, you got until you're about 30, baby. At 30, hey, listen, at 30, we gonna have to either regroup, we gonna have to figure this thing out. Cause ain't nobody coming to get you. Okay, now I'm gonna need to reshape your brain or something, or if your standards is that high, that's absolutely good. And we just got to put you in a position to where you're meeting the type of caliber of guys that you want to date. So I understand that. I'm not trying to have you lower your standards or nothing like that. But at 30, baby, uh, yeah, something gonna have to shake. We're gonna have to figure this thing out, right? And now you're just getting too old. You know what I mean? So at that point, we'll regroup, we'll figure some things out. But in my mind, I say that, right? But if it was ever to come down to that point to where I actually had to put my daughter out, I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. I'm not that type of guy. That's my baby. Now, again, with the boys, I know I'm biased. I know it's a little bit different. I'm biased in a lot of things in that regard. I understand. But with the boys, you out of here. You got about 26. Like, and after 26, we working out some payments. You know what I'm saying? You about to start paying for some stuff around here. And even that ain't going to last too long. Like, I'm not even getting in the habit of that. Because he'll get to the point to where he's able to pay this and, it's good, and he think we going half, and so now he can do whatever he wanted in the house. No, we ain't playing those type of games. And so, fellas, I say 26 for the guys. If I have to put a number on it for the ladies, for our daughters, I would say 30. But y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. That's just me, though. I really don't want to put my daughter out, but at some point, it is going to become like, yo, I got to push you out there. You got to sink or swim at this point. and I'm sure they'll be able to figure it out. Like, I have some very smart and intelligent children. They're very like I don't know, entrepreneurship based. So they know how to get money. They just like their dad. They know how to create it in their mind, and then it becomes their reality. So I have no uh, like, I'm not nervous at all as it relates to them being out on their own. I'm just trying to figure out what is the time frame. So I say 26 for the guys, and if I had to put a number on it for the ladies, I'm gonna go 30. Fellas, tell me what y'all think. Ladies, tell me what y'all think. What age are we putting these kids out of this damn house? What age do you have to go? I know we all, listen, if you're 80, baby, we jumped off the perch early. Yep, I got right out of there at 18. But I don't want that same struggle for them, right? That was hard, trying to figure that thing out. And so I'm giving them some time to, listen, gather up your resources, put it together, make it make sense, and then go out there on your own, putting you in a winning situation. All right. So 26 for the boys, 30 for the girls. Y'all talk to me. How do y'all feel? What age are we putting these children out? Let me know. All right. Be sure to leave it down there in the comment. Make sure you get that book if you haven't got that book yet. All right. All right, fathers, I'm out. Let's continue to do what we do best, and that is being great fathers. Black Father Syndrome.